Hey everyone, good morning. It is Sunday and I am here with this beautiful boy. This is my new boy that arrived yesterday and his name is Ronan. So welcome baby Ronan. Ronan's middle name is Wolf and Ronan is the Realborn Clyde kit from Bountiful Baby. He is painted by Shirey of Bundles of Joy, Nursery. I forget the full name. And I'm coming back on to do a details video. I'll tell you that it's actually a little difficult to change him out of this really cute outfit because, oh my gosh, he's so cute. But we had a great time yesterday with him, and my guy even held him. I passed him over to him to hold him for a minute, and then he ended up snuggling him. He left the room, came back, and picked him back up, so that's a very good sign. He does like the boys, but this baby actually looks a lot like what we would guess if had we chosen to have a baby together, what our baby would have looked like. So I hope you can hear me okay. I know I'm talking kind of low. Everybody is sleeping. But anyway, I did want to come on and show his some of his details. So, and I have to see if I actually remembered his shirt or if I dropped it. It may be underneath him. So let's see. Yes, it's right here. I'll tell you, so first off, I'll tell you that this baby cuddles amazingly. When I first opened him up, and if you watch my box opening video, you'll see I mentioned whether I'd have to reweight him, make his head more floppy. I don't think his head will be more floppy, even if I change things, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But he is only 4 pounds, 4 ounces, which seems a little light to me. Penelope May is 5 pounds, 5 ounces. Niklaus is 4.5. And I want to say that Norman, I haven't weighed Norman, but he's supposedly like 4 pounds, 10 ounces or something. I think. I kind of forget now. But when you hold him for a little bit, he's very heavy in the butt, and his head does have some weight to it, and so you feel that baby weight. But look how nicely he lays on his stomach, and look at this booty. Oh, he is so cute. All right, so I'm gonna I haven't actually fully undressed him. I have taken a peek at some of his details, but let's just set him up for you guys. Now I'm gonna adjust the camera up now that he's not laying down. Okay. Let's see how we go with that. Oh, here he is. As I mentioned, he is the Realborn Clyde asleep. And I didn't actually, I've seen the kit around, but didn't even know I had. So I wasn't really even looking for this baby, not by name. So I'm happy to have come across him. He was actually reborn on October 1st. And for whatever reason, he was relisted a couple of times. I don't know if it was the way he was listed or just the time of year, but he was still available. I'll tell you that his head is on here a bit tight, so I do have to grip him pretty well. Oh, show you his hair again. He's got this fabulous, he looks like he needs a little water on here, but this super, super fine, super blonde. And I said in my box opening video that this was Delta Dawn. I'm so used to saying that. This is Slumberland mohair. It's definitely micro-rooted, and it's that sparse rooting that I really was going for. So I'm happy to have that. He's just such a little peanut. And I need to get a white onesie for him. I realized that he didn't actually come with one. He's got this little crab one. All right, so if we could just take a moment to appreciate him in his onesie. I'm going to pick the camera up and let's see if we can together look at some of his details. Hopefully, I'm keeping the light low in here, so most of what you're getting is sunlight. Let's just go ahead and take this right off the tripod. All right. Okay, and I will show you his body as well. But let's start with his painting and his kit. So starting at the feet, the Realborn kits have lots of great wrinkles and a lot of wrinkles, which obviously is a skin from a baby, so babies are that wrinkled. I think it presents a challenge maybe for realism, and I think this artist did a good job. His nails are tipped. And you have the little bit more redness around the ankles. And then his mottling is awesome. And his veining. And a little bit rosier in the knees, which I love. And a little thigh rolls, but he is a slender baby. He's a very slender baby. I would say his skin is textured. His other foot. And his toes, I love how the toes the middle toes up. More awesome mottling, veining. Looks like a little, we can focus a little better. It's almost like where they do the little shot in their thigh. Another vein running down. This side, he's got a vein that kind of travels the length of his arm. So I would say like that's the one maybe that isn't as correct. If you look at this side. I think she did a really good job with all the wrinkles on the fingers and the varying colors and keeping the paint from settling in the creases. Just a little wrinkled up little hand. He's very young, very newborn. I mean, this baby's got to be what, like a couple weeks old maybe, what it's based on. If anybody knows the age of the babies that are scanned for the Realborns, could you let me know? I'm really curious. Now, I love this side, the vein that comes down, splits into the Y on his hand. And he's got on his wrist here, how it splits and forks. Let's look at your little head, Ronan. So, as I mentioned, Ronan is a blonde. I don't need to mention it. And you can see his soft spot there. And you can see the veins and the mottling through his hyper fine hair. He's got some skin texturing on his cheeks and on his head. His little ears, perfect ears, and his little double chin. It's like a little bit more double on the one side than the other. His nose is not open, but there is moisture. It's sealed to look like there's moisture in there. And his lips have a little moisture on them. And they're this great color. And then his eyelids, they're pinker around where they're closed with the little ridges. He's got that little vein that comes up the bridge of his nose, some moisture in his eyes, and then look, his eyebrows are perfect. I would say that's my second pet peeve, beyond the creases and wrinkles on the limbs, whether those are well done. Like that's the first one for me. And the eyebrows. I'm going to pop you back on here for a moment. one thing I've noticed with the Realborn dolls, and he's kind of the same, the back of the neck, there's not a lot to it. It's almost like the head is a little forward. I would say because the head's scanned when the baby's laying flat, maybe, I'm not sure. But see how short his neck is? When I'm thinking about having a head flopping back, there's really not much to flop back. So really he's got to bend from the chest to give you that. Also, I think that the weight is placed towards the front of the doll's head. So when you pick him up, his head flops. Sorry. Let's see if we can try that again. Show you some of this, how he moves. Yeah, like that. So when you pick him up, you know, he's sort of, there's not really anything else to flop because of the shortness of the front of his neck. But his head does tend to want to fall towards the front. So you have that realism there. His limbs move well in terms of the rotation of the legs. As I said, his head is on there a little bit tight. But all right, let's take a look at his body. I'm going to come back in closer to the baby. He really looks cute in that orange though, doesn't he? I'm going to put him in a simple white today. And then maybe we'll go to blue next time. All right. Get this stuff out of the way. He has a very sweet look to him and a very peaceful way of sleeping. And he has a high realism factor. When you look over, I'm really happy with him. I'm really happy with him. I've been noticing a lot of the Realborns lately, and it is a different form of art. Like, you're getting a double layer of art when you go with the sculpted kits and the limited edition kits, which is, oh, hold on, I don't want to, uh-oh, fail. Boy, the neck was smaller than I thought. Yeah, so you're getting the skill of the artist who sculpted, you know, that baby out of clay and then did the mold and all of that. And whereas the Realborns, the art is really coming in with the painting, strictly the painting. And I really appreciate both. You know, my Atticus kit, like that's just a whole different thing. That doll is amazing. So is this guy. All right, so one of my viewers for my box opening video asked what kind of body he's on. I think she mentioned that her Reborn Clyde asleep is on a white cloth body. So he is on a Bountiful Baby body, it looks like, a doe suede cloth body. It is 3/4 arm. Let's see how we're doing with, yeah. Okay, 3/4 arm, which is appropriate for the kit, and full leg. And it's a front-loading body, which I'm really liking, because while he can still have the curled baby legs, they're not so froggy. The 3/4 arms that are jointed. It is beige color. It's gathered in the chest and gathered in the butt. Now this baby's booty, you guys, when he lays on his belly, like he was laying on my chest on his belly like this last night, and his butt was just up there, and I mean, look at that butt. Yeah. she got every spot on this baby. On the back of his neck. He looks like he's got one little scratch or something here on the back of his thigh. Now the real baby that this baby was scanned from, he was like this in the picture from his scan. So his hands sat kind of like that. All right, let's get your diaper back on, little man. Yeah, so as you can see, his legs are sort of held up partially by the kind of body and partially by the ample volume in his booty. And his arms will fall back, but they're not as floppy back as like Norman's are. Norman is ultra floppy. I'm not crazy about when the diapers rub on the paint, you know. We may look for some cotton diapers. I just want to find ones that are really, really soft, not super bulky. Okay, let's get your shirt on. We'll have to get you a onesie, a nice one. Maybe you can use one of your brother's. Our older daughter, she's 14 now. She said, "Oh, he's cute. He kind of looks like a gremlin though." I said, "Oh yeah? Oh, you know, we forgot your pacifier." That's okay. You have such a cute little mouth. I love this little side snap shirt. I think this is Gerber. And it's very warm in here because we have the heat on, but it is winter, so I think we're going to put your socks back on. We'll see how we go with that. Okay, buddy. Let's sit you up. Here he is. Sweet boy. He poses on his side very well too, especially if you turn his head up. I said it's a little tight on the neck joint, but here he is. And you just gotta, there you go. Little cutie pie. Let's come down a little bit to your level, Ronan. Alright, so I mean, I think that pretty much shows his details, probably, and then some. I know I kind of rambled on, and hopefully the volume wasn't too low, but and we discovered it together. Like I said, I never took that outfit off of him yesterday. Oh, well, he is just so cute. I'm really happy with this doll. Very happy. So again, I'll put the Facebook page for the artist if you want to learn more about her down below in the description. But thank you so much for coming to see this cute little guy. We're really happy to have him in the family. He's exactly what I was looking for in a sleeping boy. So I hope you think he's cute too. This is little Mr. Ronin Wolf. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, you guys. I look forward to seeing all of your videos and to hearing from you. Bye for now.